Good day, here are the top stories from the Philippine News Agency. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has called for governance and economic reforms aimed at making overseas work a choice rather than a necessity for Filipinos. The president highlighted this vision during the awarding ceremony of 13 honorees for the 2024 Presidential Awards for Filipino individuals and organizations overseas on Wednesday. In his speech, President Marcos reaffirmed the government's commitment to creating more local opportunities by driving reforms in governance and economic development. He also acknowledged the millions of Filipinos working abroad and vows to prioritize their rights, welfare, and those of their families. Among the government's initiatives are strengthening labor agreements with foreign nations, intensifying campaigns against illegal recruitment and human trafficking, and utilizing the Agarang Kalinga at Saklolo para sa overseas Filipino workers na nangangailangan fund to provide critical support. The president also highlighted the importance of accessible communication channels, such as the One Repatriation Command, to ensure the safe and efficient return of OFWs affected by crisis. He encouraged awardees and overseas Filipinos to continue serving their fellow countrymen in the communities they now call home. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has approved the establishment of the Mahalin at Kalingain Ating Mga Bata or Makabata Program to address and monitor issues affecting children in need of special protection or CNSPS. Under Executive Order 79, the established program will serve as one-stop system to address issues like abuse, neglect, and exploitation affecting children. The program includes reporting, rescue, rehabilitation, and reintegration services for vulnerable children. CNSPs are children below 18 years old or those older but unable to take care of themselves due to disabilities or harmful circumstances. These include victims of child labor, trafficking, or online abuse, as well as children in conflict with the law or those infected with HIV. The program will be led by the Department of Social Welfare and Development and coordinated by the Council for the Welfare of Children. The Makabata Helpline 1383 will operate 24/7 as a central reporting system for all child-related concerns. The program aims to streamline services by connecting government agencies, local government units, and private partners. This collaboration will ensure timely action for the welfare of children. The Department of Social Welfare and Development has distributed over 4.39 million pesos worth of initial relief assistance to local government units affected by the recent eruption of Mount Kanlaon in Negros Island. DSWD Disaster Response Management Group Assistant Secretary Irene Dumlao said field offices in Western and Central Visayas have been actively delivering family food packs to Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental since disaster operations began on Monday. These efforts supplement preposition supplies already available in affected areas. Of the total aid, 4.3 million pesos has been allocated to the cities of Bago and La Carlota, as well as the municipalities of La Castellana, Murcia, and Pontevedra in Negros Occidental. Dumlao assured the public that the DSWD is working closely with LGUs to ensure timely and sufficient support for affected families. This pledged by Secretary Rex Gatchalian during his recent meeting with local officials in the province. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council is taking swift action to provide much-needed assistance to residents affected by the ongoing unrest of Kanlaon volcano. NDRRMC Chairperson and Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. said that Task Force Kanlaon has been activated to lead a coordinated response with the Regional Office of Civil Defense, Western Visayas. Teodoro noted that the alert level 3 over Kanlaon volcano may remain in effect for up to 3 weeks, depending on the volcano's activity. The Negros Occidental Provincial Government has also reported that many displaced residents may have to spend Christmas in evacuation centers. In response, the government has ramped up relief efforts, delivering essential supplies such as 1,000 tents, portable toilets, and clean drinking water to alleviate the suffering of evacuees. The Archdiocese of Manila has issued a directive for this year's simbang gabi, emphasizing the need for official permission to hold these traditional masses outside of churches. Private companies and institutions planning to hold simbang gabi or dawn masses in locations like malls, schools, or offices must secure permission from Manila Archbishop Cardinal Jose Advincula. This was outlined in the Archdiocese Circular 2024-84 issued on November 19. Cardinal Advincula emphasized that simbang gabi celebrations outside parish churches, shrines, or chaplains need explicit permission to proceed. The circular also sets the schedule for these masses. Evening simbang gabi passes may begin as early as 7 p.m., while the dawn masses can start at 5:30 a.m. on December 24. The Christmas Vigil Mass may be held starting at 6 p.m., with the traditional Christmas dawn mass celebrated on December 25. The Archdiocese reminded priests that white vestments are to be used during simbang gabi masses, even on Sundays. Regular Sunday masses not part of simbang gabi will continue using violet vestments. Cardinal Advincula urged parish priests to encourage families to participate in simbang gabi, which begins on December 16. He highlighted that the tradition offers an opportunity for meaningful spiritual encounters during Advent and Christmas. And that's the latest on the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed via the official Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under the Pna News. It's 14 days before Christmas. I am Stephanie Civiliano. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.